guys, it's Leslie from Just Less Creations. I'm so excited that you're here. You're joining me today. Today we are going to make another summer refreshing fruit of the season. Who doesn't love lemonade? I love lemonade. Today we are going to make these awfully cute cake pops. These lemons, full lemon and the slice of lemon. Stay tuned. I'm going to teach you step by step how to make both of them in this one tutorial. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. We are here in the kitchen ready to make cake pops. We're going to do the citrus series. So we're doing a lemon, lime, and our oranges. So today we're going to work on the lemon. Let's go ahead and get started. So what we need first is our cake pop dough. Got this beautiful pound cake here that we're working with. And we're going to do a full lemon, and then we're going to do a lemon slice. So we're going to go ahead and do 4. We'll do 2 of each one. 2 is 1, 1 is none in case they fall or break or the chocolate cracks. We won't want to have to start over from the beginning. All right, there is 4. All right, the first 2 we're going to make is the actual lemon. So we're going to push on our cake pop dough. Make sure there's no air pockets in it. And as we're pushing, we'll feel it come together in our nice ball. And once it does that, we're going to roll it backwards, and it'll make our nice round cake pop ball. So we have a nice round ball, but our lemons are actually oblong. So I'm just going to roll it to kind of put a point on the end, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Roll it out in the middle a little bit, flatten it out. Got a nice big fat one. Round point, and then I'm just going to give it just a little indent. Then I'm going to smooth this part out. Make that a little bit smaller. Smooth it out a little bit. Do the same on the other end. Nice and round. One side will have the stem where it was connected to the tree. All right, and there's our first lemon. There are those 2 lemons. Now for these 2, we're just going to take it as if it was a cross section of our lemon. We're going to just squeeze all the air bubbles out of it. And now I want a flat edge to it. So I'm going to push down and spin it at the same time. I want that flat bottom as if I cut that lemon in half. Like so. And then I'm just going to squeeze. I want the same end like that on this end. So I'm just going to use my fingers and create that little bit of a point on the end. Smooth that out. So now we have a cross section of our lemon. Okay, let's do that to the other one. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and put our lollipop sticks on there. Right here I have some just yellow Wilton's chocolate, the melting wafers. This bag here, this bag of yellow, let's talk about candy wafers just for a moment. Sometimes you get your candy wafers and you go to melt them and you put a little, they're thick, so you put a little bit of your Crisco shortening in it or whatever you use. I prefer Crisco shortening, whether you use Paramount Crisples or whatever. Sometimes the chocolate itself is grainy. when you go to melt it. It just, from the bag, it's a grainy, gritty kind of thing. This bag happened to be one of those. Now, it's not good if you need a nice smooth surface on your cake pops, but let me tell you, when you're using something that has like your lemons or your limes or whatever, and it has that pitted surface, it's beautiful for that. Don't throw it away. There's always a use for your chocolate. So this one here, I kept it. So I melted it down this morning, and yes, it's still grainy looking, but it's going to make beautiful lemons. So I have it melted. I do a slow melt on my chocolate. Okay, let's go ahead and put our lollipop sticks in. I always double dip my sticks. Please look at the video as to why I double dip, but this one's already done. So I'm going to take our lemon, same thing, I'm going to just dip the tip, tap off the excess. I'm going to put it in, let me flip it this way. I'm going to put it in at an angle, 45 degrees, spinning it clockwise until I feel it catching on the inside, and then go backwards a quarter of a turn. Make sure I have no finger marks left in there. Then I'm just going to take the excess off the bottom, and we'll let it sit over there and firm up. All right, for these, I want to expose the bottom because we're going to show the wedges on the inside. So again, I'm going to put it in at a 45-degree angle so that we can see both the lemon portion and the wedges. So I'm going to push it in, spin it until I feel it catch, and then half a turn backwards, wipe off that excess. And the last one. Okay, while that's firming up, we're going to go ahead and make the downward look onto the wedges. So we're going to start out with the lighter color. This will be the pith portion. Like if you open it, if you peel it, that white pith portion that surrounds the outer skin to the fleshy stuff, that's what we're going to work on right now. I already have a light yellow. I want it to be a shade lighter than what we're going to dip in, so if you can see the difference. So we're going to roll it out a little bit thin, put it through my pasta maker. I want a nice flat, it's a little sticky. I'm just going to tap my fingers in it just to cover up some of that moisture that's there so my fingers don't stick and it doesn't stick to the metal rollers. We'll roll it down just a little bit. Okay, we don't need all that. All right, so in order to prep this, we've got circle cookie cutters. Okay, we're going to need that, and we're also going to need the next one smaller. So we want the bigger one. Put this down here. There are two of them. One. Two, but I'm going to cut a third one just in case, because we always do one extra. All right, I'm going to just smooth out the edges on that a little bit. Okay, now we're going to work on the fleshy part. So I've got yellow candy wafers right here out of the Wilton's bag. I made modeling chocolate out of it, so it's the same color as what we have in our bowl that's melted. All right, we're going to use the smaller one, and we're going to make 3 of those. Whoops, that one stuck to the parchment paper. 1, 2, and 3. Again, we're going to just smooth down the outside edge. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and cut our lemon wedges. We're going to cut it like a pizza pie. So we're going to go right in half. Even that up a little bit. Put a little cornstarch on that. Might help the cut a little bit. And then I'm going to go at a diagonal. Put it back together, and we'll cut that other diagonal. Right like that. And now we have our wedges. Okay, now we're going to put these two together. We're going to grab the pith and our lemon wedges. We're going to grab some water because water is our glue. And we're just going to wet down the lighter of the two colors. And we're just going to start placing our wedges on here. We're just going to leave just a little bit of a space between them. Whoops. Let's pull that one out a little bit. Let's see if I can fix this one a little bit. Give it a little bit more space in between those two. There we go. Go ahead and put that one back. We'll do the same thing with this one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just put this back here because we have two of them that are really nice. And we'll see what happens from there. The last thing I want to do for this is create the bottom where it would connect to the where the stem would connect to it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this brown from my extruder. I'm going to use it for multi-purpose. One, this will be where the stem connected. That's it. Then the other thing, I want to make 3 seeds. So 1, 2, and 3. It's actually a little bit big. Let's take some of that off. Now all I'm going to do is roll it into a ball. And I'm going to put a little point on it. And I'm going to flatten it. Roll it into a ball. Put a little tiny point on it. And flatten it. And last one, you can make these out of white. I already had the brown in my extruder. Oops. Try that again. Roll it into a ball. Put a little point on it. And flatten it. Okay, and again we're going to take our paintbrush just on every other one. Put a little dot. It's the 3D portion that makes it really look authentic. That was just a little bit too much. All right, let's do 3 more of those. Now we are ready to go ahead and let's dip our chocolate. Okay, we're going to drop it in at a 45, spin it backwards just till it hits itself. We're going to get rid of some of these air bubbles that I see right away. Now at this point, you can take it and you can put your crystallized sugar on it to make it that sparkly look. I'm just going to leave mine like this because the chocolate's already got that gritty look, so it's more, it looks more like that flesh tone of a real lemon. But I've seen the lemon cake pops done where they put the crystalline sugar on it, and it actually looks really cute. I'm not doing that today with this one. All right, now we're going to do the same thing with these. We're going to put it in at an angle. Tilt that up there. Put it in at an angle, spin it just until the chocolate touches itself. Then we're going to pop it back out. Alright, so I was shaking this one pretty hard, trying to get that excess off, and if you can see, it's pulled away from the bottom. I'm going to show you how to fix that. If you can catch it when it's just like this, I'm not tilting it over anymore because it will fall off the stick, but you can see the crack there. One way to salvage this pop is to immediately go the opposite direction so that the weight, the gravity will push it back level to where you want it. And then put it on the table and then tap it. And as you can see, it firmed up nicely. I just caused that gravity to push the cake pop farther down on the stick. And by tapping it like that, it pushed it up further into the cake pop dough. I'm going to real quick make sure I have no more air bubbles. Do a slightly gentler shake this time. And then I'm going to sit it over here and I'm going to let it firm up. That chocolate will actually harden, and anything that was loose on the inside, because I shook it too hard, will actually firm up when the chocolate goes to solidify. Alright, so let's take this inside of our lemon and we're going to drop it on this one like this. And we're just going to push it down on our wet chocolate because it hasn't firmed up yet, but it's dry enough that we can put our lemon pith on there. And voila, we have a lemon wedge. Let's push that down a little bit further. I want to make sure it's connected with that wet chocolate on there. And there we go. We have a slice of lemon. And we're going to take this part and we're going to just drop it on here for right now, and then whenever it dries a little bit, we'll come back and we'll add a little color to it. I'm going to take my small ballpoint and just put it in there. And I'll show you what we'll do. After that dries, we'll get some luster dust in there and actually firm that up. And there we go. Let the chocolate dry on them. And in a minute we'll come back. After it dries, I have some luster dust. We're just going to add just a little bit of color to this and highlight it. And lemons are super easy. Okay, let's go ahead and open our mushroom. This is a little bit on the brown, like an earthy brown here. We just need a little bit of it. We're going to open our champagne. It just sticks right to our paintbrush. And then the buttercup. I love this color. All right. So the first thing I want to do is take care of where the stem connects. So I'm just going to take a little bit of these two together. On the end, I'm just going to plot around it just a little bit. And then just add a couple spots along the way. And all I'm doing is just creating a little bit of dimension. Okay. And the last one. All right. All right, here I have some leaf color. All right, I have, well, that's kind of a big one. Well, I was going to use this one because it already has the veining tools in, but in comparison to our little lemons, that's kind of big. So I have a smaller one here. We'll go ahead and use it. So we're going to cut a couple of those out. Well, since I got rid of the one that already has the veining in it, we'll just make our own. So this is this triangular veining tool. I'm just going to put a vein right down through the center. Okay, and I also have this shell that I use. I'm just going to add just a couple on each side. It's just a little extra step, but it's really a quick step. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is create just a little dimension since I've already done it on the lemon. That's kind of a little dark, but I don't have actually the right color. I have a lighter color. Let's go with the lighter color. These are actual, I have a lemon tree outside currently. Here is an older leaf. Here's a brand new leaf. So actually what I'm going to do, as you can see, my vein on the young leaf is actually that color. Let's go ahead and use it after all. Because I'm going to defy gravity on these a little bit, I'm going to use chocolate. So we'll just dip a little bit of chocolate right here on the end. Oops. Let's go this way with it. And let's put another one underneath there. Glue from the back side of this one first. And there we go. We have a lemon. And let's just add one to the other one since we've got the extra. And stick up in the air like so. And there we go, guys. We have lemons. Super easy. I know you guys can do this. Follow along. Any additional materials that you might need, we will drop them in the comment section below or in the description link. But lemons, beautiful summer, sweet, refreshing drinks, lemonade. I love it all summer long. Please try this, go back, rewind it, do it with me. You can follow along. I know you guys can do this. So be blessed, have a great day, and make some lemons.